G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out with Julie. If you're new to my channel, I do acrylic pours, I do swipes, I do flip cups, I do ring pours, and recently just started in resin. But today I am going to do something similar to this. This I did a little while ago. A staggered swipe where you lay your paint there, kind of staggered, and then you swipe up and down. So that was the one with the grey background and the chroma molten metallics in the swipe. I've had quite a few requests to do one like this, but in purples and gold. So that is what I'm going to do today. And I'm going to do a black background. So let me get started. I'll just put my gloves on and I'll do the background real quick, and then I'll talk to you about what else I'm using and how I mixed it and all that jazz. Now my black is 4 parts Floetrol to 1 part Artist Loft black paint. So in this cup here, I did 200 grams. I weigh everything. It's just easier for me. Then I can get consistent results because I think, okay, well, that worked. I'll write that down and then I can use that again. And I know it's going to work. So 4 parts Floetrol, so 200 grams of Floetrol to 50 grams of Artist Loft black. If you don't have Artist Loft, you can use any black. Any black you like. No silicone in this pour today. It's just going to be the reaction of the paints with each other and with the Floetrol that are going to give me the cells. It's more lacing, really, more of a lacing type of a effect than a cell effect, but pretty nonetheless. Just get this covered and then I can tilt it a little bit so I get a nice smooth background, no lumps and bumps. If it doesn't all go over the back like that at once, that's okay. I'll just use my finger to smooth it all off because I don't want to lose too much of it. I don't know if you can see, but there's a wave there and a wave there of the paint moving down. So I need to get that wave nice and smooth, and there's a hair in there. Just run that over this side and over the other side. Down the bottom there, I've got my big push pins in underneath. So while that's doing that, I'll just run my fingers along here. And that should be covered. Now I'm just going to let the paint run over the edge down the bottom a little bit. I don't want it too thick. So just a nice even amount, and I find if I just run it off each end, then I know it's going to be a good amount left. This is a 30 by 60 centimeter canvas, which is 12 by 24 inches. So it's a nice size for doing swipes, I've found. I do like it. It's going to take a little while for that paint to all run down there. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. It's over. All covered. Okay. Just need to get that little bit of fluff out of the center. Wipe my hands. And then I will tell you about my colours. These little bamboo skewers are really good for picking up bits. There's always stuff floating around in the air, isn't there? Okay. So mixing them up with, let's move that, mixing them up with the Floetrol again, my colours, and I've got, as I said, people have been asking for purple, so I've got 2 shades of purple, a light and a dark. I actually started with the light purple, which is Extreme Sheen Amethyst. And it mixed up a colour which was very similar to the Dioxazine Purple. I'm obviously a little bit lighter, but it was about the same. So I thought I needed to make it a little bit different. So I added some of this Extreme Sheen Pink Tourmaline. So it's kind of 50-50. And that's given me that beautiful pinky purpley shimmery color. So that was mixed 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part Extreme Sheen. I did mix it up into, I've got a big cup full of it here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it all. You might see some more of these colors coming because I've still got all that. I've just poured it into here. It's just easier for me to make little amounts of paint. Now the gold is this gorgeous Extreme Sheen 24K gold, and that's also been mixed 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part gold paint. The white is Artist Loft white. I find I do need this to get my lacing, so 2 to 1 again. I've got a little bit of black, which is also 2 to 1, same as the background, but just teensy bit thicker. And I'm getting lots of hairs in here today. And then the dark one is the Liquitex Basics Purple, because I didn't have a darker purple in the Extreme Sheen. And that's pretty thick, so I've had to mix that 4 to 1. 4 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. And I've got my little paint chip cards. Just, these are Dulux. You can get them for free from your hardware store, you know, where they sell paint, little sample cards. So 3 different sizes there for swiping with. I've got a few of those because once they get wet, they go bendy. And they're no good to you. So I'm not really going to use a lot of black. Actually, let's move the colours out of the way. Oh, and then I'm going to bring you in for a little bit of a close-up now that I've finished coating everything. I've got my strips of paper towel here ready to go, ready to wipe my card on. Let me just go around the table and zoom you in a little bit more now that I've finished. Oops, I could move you there actually. How's that? How's that? Just pick you up and move you around, can't I? Whoa, the tripod's not sitting properly. There we go. How's that? That'll do. Close enough, hey? All right, the camera doesn't know what to focus on at the moment because it's just all black. So it's going, I don't know what to focus on. All right, let's get started. And we'll start with some of this Dioxazine Purple. Now, you don't need a lot. You really don't. If you put too much on, you're not going to really see your black background because when you swipe, it'll just be all colour. So I want to put just a teensy bit on because I want to see my black background showing through. So we'll start up here. A little bit. It's hard to pour out just a little bit. It is. And a little bit of gold. I kind of want it to just do that. So some will have the dark purple and then some will do the light. I don't think there's any point really putting them together. Or maybe. Actually, maybe I'll, instead of pouring, I might use my stick. I'll use my stir sticks because I'm still getting too much out. Whereas if I put some on the stick and then just drizzle it on, I think that'll work better. So we'll do that with the next one. Okay, here we go. Now when you're swiping, swipe your bigger area first. That way it spreads the paint out, and then you only need a little bit of paint left to swipe the other way, okay? Otherwise you're getting too much paint. Righto. Oh, this is a big one, isn't it? I've gone right over the edge there. Anticipation. Oh, meanwhile, back at the ranch, tension mounts and rides away. Okay, good, good, good. See, I've got that little wispy end there. I didn't want to cover the whole background. Bit of a big block of white there. Didn't really want a big block of white. You can, if you need to, swipe again, but I try not to. I'm just going to put a little bit more gold there. See, this is easy. I can just put it there with my little stick. So I'll do that in future. All right, let's swipe the other way now. And as you're getting towards the end, just lift a little bit. Otherwise you have quite a big block of paint going down there. That looks really pretty. I like that. Now I need to do this little edge here. So it's only a little area, so I'll use this, and I need to cut that corner off. I don't like having a point there. It digs into the paint. So I always just trim it off. I'm not going to do it over my canvas because then the little bit of cardboard is going to fall into my paint. But just trimmed off that corner there. And then, you guys seen that movie and they go, and then. I can't remember what it's called, but it always reminds me of it. It was some comedy movie. And then, I'm sure if you guys know, you can let me know. I'm being silly today. Here we go, swipe. And swipe. That's just covered that little bit. I might have to do it there again. Actually, I'll leave it for now because the next panel that I do, I'm going to do like over here. That's looking really pretty. So what I'll do is I'll just do a little drizzle rather, and you hardly use any paint. So don't mix up a huge amount. You're not going to use it. Although I've got a huge amount here, I'll have to do another painting. Let's try with the lighter purple. And if you kind of zigzag it, you get different colours coming through. Like if you zigzag, you know, this one's got more gold there and more white there. If you just do straight lines, you don't get that different effect. So, oops, I'm ziggy-zagging and nothing's coming out. I do want lots of gold though, so I'll put my thumb on the corner there. I have to just fix that up before I go any further. So I stuck my finger in it. There we go. It's probably a good idea to leave a little bit of your background colour. Oh my gosh, there's so much fluff everywhere today. Seriously, this is what I'm not doing resin. Well, I will actually, I'll do another resin this afternoon. I'm having so much fun with resin. Now, this is the bigger area there, so swipe that way first, okay? And take your card around the canvas. Don't take it over the top in case you drip into it. You don't want to do that. A bit of a blob there. Actually, I don't like that one. It's got too much white. I'm going to have to add some more gold and go again. Actually, let's do a little bit of the darker purple in there as well. Just a touch. Missed. Okay. The gold, as you can see, it's like it's really spreading. It's billowing out. It's making those kind of rounded edges there. So it's making life a little bit difficult for me. All right, let's keep going. Probably need to add a little bit more purple, don't I? Might do some light and some dark in this one and just see how that goes. So I've made up that extra little bit of black, but I don't think I'm going to use it because I've got quite enough black background showing. I don't think I need to swipe with the black. Kind of wishing I had a bigger canvas now so I could do more of this. There we go. So that's both purples in that one. And again, swipe down first. And then up. I'm getting a lot of cells today. I don't know why. My mix might be a little bit on the thin side. Don't know. Still pretty though. If I was using more white, I would get more cells. So you get the cells in the white. Let's do this one in the middle. And then we have a little bit more white in this one and just see what happens. Put the white on top. Let's see if we can get more cells and things happening with the white. Or if you put too much of a big blobby white in there, you get that big blob of white that I had earlier. Now that's starting to bend. See, it's starting to warp, so I need to use my other edge there. Oops, I missed half of it. Missed half of it. Also got this little one here, but that's a little bit too big. Just use that one. So you can have some going off. The ones that I'm dragging towards me are tending to be wider at the end, and those are more wispy. I'm going to have to try and fix that. I'm obviously a little bit more light-handed going that way. And we'll put the gold on top this time. I might actually put a little bit of black on top just to see the difference. If we swipe with just a touch of black, just a little bit like that. See how that goes, eh? Might be really nice. Try and be more wispy on this side, like that. I did it, a little bit more wispy on this side. Oh, now I'm going to hit the tripod. I'm going to have to move the tripod. Hang on. Tripod's really close to the canvas. I'm just going to move it. Okay. Otherwise I'll be hitting the canvas when I swipe. Sorry, hitting the tripod when I swipe, and that's not good. Oh, it's starting to warp again. Yeah, and then another card. Okay. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's get this little blobby bit here. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any benefit in having the black in there, so yeah, don't know. Let's go up here and let's do some of this lighter purple. How's it looking so far? Do you like it? Little tiny bit of white. Don't want to get those big blobs again. And that's the most area to cover, so we'll go that way first. And back. That one is a little bit pointy for my liking, but let's see how it goes. Maybe a little bit of dark in the middle there, and then just do a little swipe like that. All right, now I've got, I think, probably one more to do. This area here. It's quite a big one, this one on the end. And we'll go with some dark purple and some light purple. I don't know, the people that wanted the gold and the black, what do you think? Is that enough? I mean, the gold and the purple, is that enough purple? I know you're getting quite a lot of black coming through from the background, but kind of needs to have that to offset the colours. Once it dries though, that gold will be really prominent and it'll really pop. Okay, here we go. See, when your card starts to warp like that, it misses in the center. When it gets wet, it misses a bit. hardly used any paint at all with this. Okay, so that is done. What do we think? Don't want to go over it anymore because the colors will just start getting blurry. Let me bring you down for a close-up. Actually, I'll give it a bit of a torch first, just to pop any bubbles that there might be, and it might bring up a few more little cells or lacings. You can see that it's the white that creates the lacing and the cells, more so than the other colours, because the white is the opaque and it drops down around those metallics, and the metallics kind of pop up through the centre. That's why you get these effects here. But I didn't use a lot of white, so I'm not getting a lot of effects, but that's okay. I still love it. I decided when I was looking at this from a distance that I needed more of this dark purple. See, there's only little tiny bits of it. Seems like that's the dark Sazine purple that I've used, the Liquitex Basics. So I've decided I need more of this dark purple. So I'm just going to add a little bit and a little bit of gold and see how that goes, just to try and get that little pop of darker purple to come through. And I'll try and do just a really gentle wispy little swipe so that I'm not going over my black background there, because I want to keep that black background. Okay, that's added some more of that dark purple there. I'm just going to do it in a couple of areas. I just thought, because I had it down there on the ground and I was taking a photo of it, and I thought, I can't see the dark purple. And in the center here, I actually like that one. I might leave that one. I like that with all the gold. I'll just put a little bit, and I like that half there. Might just put a little bit of purple just on this half here. And a little bit of the gold. And just a tiny little bit of the, the white. I'm doing such a small area, I don't need much at all. Now I'm going to have to I'm just going to break this in half because I don't need much of it. Actually, that's too small. I'm going to have to go with this one. I use this piece here. I want to keep that, so if I can, I'll use half here because I want to keep that little bit of lacing there. Just want to have a little bit of purple coming through on that side. Yeah, that's enough. And then this one here, there's a lot of gold just there. And I'm just going to add a little bit more purple. Not to the whole panel, just a little bit. Tiny bit of white. And a little bit of gold. Let's just do a bit more gold. Gold's pretty, isn't it? Okay, hopefully I won't lose all this dioxazine purple this time. And I want to keep that bit of black background if I can. No, that wasn't very good, Julie. Went on an angle. Don't like that blob. So you just got to be careful not to do too much, which is what I'm trying not to do. Try not to do too much. Don't want to cover in your background. Okay, that's better. I'm happier with that. The colours will all kind of move and blend a little bit. But yeah, I've got more of that dark purple now. Not a lot, it still seems to be sinking, but there is more than before. Okay, yep, happy with that. And I'll take you down for a close-up. Looks big, doesn't it, when I'm showing it like that? No, I'll leave the ring light on. I'll just be careful. See, there it is there. There's my ring light. So I just got to be careful not to get it in the reflection of the painting. Let's see if we can pick up some of the sparkle of the gold on the edges. See, I've kept my black, a little bit of my black background, which is really important. And there as well, it needs to have some negative space of the background. Look at that lacing. Isn't that pretty? If you don't have your black background, then you don't have that beautiful black stark contrast between your gold and your purple and your white against that black background. So it's important that you do keep some of it. Oops, it doesn't know what to focus on. Focus. There we go. Look at that. Getting some really cool effects there. So hopefully you've enjoyed that video, and those people that have asked for the purple and gold, hope you're happy with the result. If you want me to do another one that's maybe got more gold in it, let me know, but we'll see what it looks like when it dries, hey? It might come up really pretty once it's dried. Okay, thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you real soon for the next one. Okay, bye for now.